Hello, everyone, and welcome to Games Ledge. My name is Mark, and you're watching Rifts Ukraine, also known as Freedom for the Borderlands, Episode 2. And here's our host and Game Master, John. Hi, John.
Hey, Mark. Thank you for the introduction. Episode 2, absolutely. What's going on? Where are we? Well, the last couple episodes, our heroes have found themselves in a coliseum. They woke up. They've been out of their cell. They're on the coliseum floor, and they have fought a couple rounds of juicers. Juicers are enhanced people that get chemicals pumped into their bodies that makes them fast and strong and able to withstand damage. And somehow our heroes have prevailed. A weird kind of half deer, half dragon thing came out and attacked our heroes and some of the juicers actually. And our heroes actually prevailed over that too. And that's kind of where we stopped after last time. Not to mention, there's been these weird zombie guys that have been removing corpses from the field. So with that said, I'll introduce everybody. Everybody saw Mark. There's Chris and there's Daniel, if
Hello.
everybody wants to say hi.
Everyone.
Hey. How's it going?
Chris, you have to
All
say
right.
hi longer or it won't switch to you.
Hey, everyone.
There you go.
There he is. All right. So before we get started, is there any business from last session or any questions anyone has?
So, according to my notes, if I'm remembering this correctly, we now have the option to either become the champions or fight for the grand prize. Is that correct?
Based on what
According to what that guy said, yeah.
Yeah, Widowmaker. Based
yes.
on what Widowmaker had told you. So far, yes. Although time is still frozen, but yes.
And is Zavili? Did he left? Right? He's no longer in the King's box.
That's true. He left partway through the last fight.
Okay. Yeah, so I believe the ultimatum was if we survived 4 fights, which we have, it's either release us or fight for the prize. But Widowmaker's dead, so I mean, what would you guys want to do? I mean, out of character, I guess. We can kind of discuss that. Do we want to get our freedom and be released? Do we want to continue fighting? I know I'm pretty low on stuff. I'm sure Daniel's out.
Yeah. In character wise, no, I would not.
Are they actually giving us a choice?
Well, so nothing's actually officially happened yet. That's what they told us before we started fighting.
Was that we could take a break?
Well, it wasn't that we could take a break. It's that we could get our freedom, or we could fight the final round for the grand prize, whatever that is.
Oh, I misunderstood. Okay. I thought we were fighting all of the rounds regardless, and it meant our freedom and possibly a prize.
Yeah, we're able to leave early now if we want to. Which way are you leaning, Daniel?
I don't see a purpose to the combat here, to be honest. I mean, we're
I agree.
providing a show for people, but
Yeah, I don't agree with that context either, for sure. So I guess the answer is we can wait and see what happens if we're actually given a choice or what. But I kind of want to gauge the waters for what everybody was feeling before that may have happened.
there's also something here though that could be disastrous, and that is that the magic of death that is ever present here is pulling a ley line to it, which in itself is dangerous and very powerful. And if it is a rite that they are trying to do, I'm not entirely sure that they should be allowed to do it.
That is a fair point.
Is there a way that we can determine that, Sean, based on skills we have?
What's the actual question?
Like, is there a way that we can try and figure out whether or not they're trying to do something unnatural here?
The information that has been sensed so far is that you see the two pillars on the map.
Mm-hmm.
Well, pretty much in the center of the field, below the field, there is some source, giant source of necromantic magic. And also, one member of the party has sensed that two ley lines seem to be converging on this point.
But not converging, right? They were
forming
pulled here.
In an X kind of or plus sign kind of way.
Yeah. Ley lines don't move.
Right.
But they are moving.
Yes.
Well, let's wait and see what happens. Let's see if someone comes out and addresses us, because what was his name? Zanelli? Zavili is gone. So I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, I know time's frozen, but let's see what happens next for the next couple seconds.
Ow. What's the timetable for the ley lines?
Was it 10 minutes? Is that what you said?
Yeah, it was 10 minutes.
Is it still 10 minutes?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah, time's frozen currently. We haven't started.
So it paused directly after where we were.
Yeah.
Yes.
So let's give it 2 minutes and see what happens. What happens, John? When time starts moving.
All right. So click. Time starts moving. Before time starts moving, I wanted to tell you a couple things that I probably should have told you before. Some things that you know. You woke up, you don't know exactly where you are. Technically, you don't know you're even in Ukraine. Everybody around you has been speaking Russian. And you can hear the crowd, little voices, little snippets and such. And for the most part, they're speaking Russian. So you can make whatever guesses.
What kind of Russian?
Dialect and stuff.
Does it matter? If it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. You're good.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter so much. And the other thing you know is your last recollection was it was summer, and it still feels like summer. Right now, it's kind of getting towards the end of the day, and it's maybe it's the current it's May, or I'm sorry, it's June, just beginning of June, and it's probably 7 o'clock or so, and right now it's probably about 65 degrees. And of course, there's no top on this stadium, so Coliseum, so you can feel and you're part of the weather. It was an average day, and so there was some things I thought I probably ought to mention. Um, so, last shot for alibis, anybody or questions, anybody? Okay, so time starts rolling. Not that it ever really stood still, but for us, it starts rolling, and there's kind of a lull. Nothing's going on. Nobody comes back to what you guys have been calling the king's chair. And you can see people in the stadium seats are actually starting to look around like, well, okay, what now? Nothing seems to be going on.
As far as our freedom goes, is there any observable path of escape? Before, all the entrances and exits were blocked off with the magic.
Well, as far as you can see, it hasn't changed.
Zatich, do you see any change in the magic?
I can make a perception check.
Yeah.
With a raise. Depending on what the target number was.
Well, target number is usually 4, so no raise. You don't add them. No change. Easy for you to see. Absolutely, you see the green barriers, and no change.
And I tell you that it's the same. They're still coming.
Looks like we aren't being given our freedom just yet.
How do we text to people? I seem to have forgotten.
/W space the name of the person. So like Chris or Bullet Train. Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
That being said, I've sent a personal message to both Chris and Mark.
I see that.
Okay. All right. You can ignore that, Daniel. I just did a test just to.
Yeah, I see it.
Type it out. Okay. I am going to recall.
Daniel, do you have a space at the end of your name or something? I can't send you a message.
Really?
Unable to find a player with the name Daniel.
No, I changed it to Z-Teach because yours was Shinkansen.
Shinkansen.
Japanese Hansen.
Oh, but it says from Daniel. That's why
I can't hear you because you're muted. You done muted yourself, Mark.
Yeah, I did. It says from Daniel. That's why I was applying to Daniel.
Oh, I sent it to you a while ago.
And no is the answer. I mean, I can make one for that, but no. Generally, it's one at a time.
All right. I dealt out bennies to everybody. And for that last comment, Zetich, I gave you another Benny. That was funny.
Thank you.
All right. So at the moment, you're kind of just standing there twiddling your thumbs.
So here's what's going to happen for me. I'm muted. Here's what's going to happen for me now that I'm not muted. I'm going to wait until 2 minutes have passed. If no one has addressed us, then I am going to go to the place at the bottom where they are dumping the bodies and try and examine that chute.
Okay.
I'll hold until 2 minutes have passed, and then I will head that direction.
All right.
Is anyone else doing anything in the 2 minutes?
I'm going to walk slowly to the X.
Which X?
The X that is being formed by the ley lines.
Ah.
All right. I'm gonna move your guy there.
Okay.
It's right to the center, so it's really these 4 hexes right here, Daniel.
Mhm.
So any of those 4 there is going to be that. I can't put you right in the center, I don't think. I think I have it snapped to grid, so. All right, your 2 minutes is up, Mark.
All right, so I'm walking. All right, so I'm walking to the south X. Oh god, it's so frustrating. I keep trying to move the map in the broadcasting software because I'm looking at it. It's great. Okay, yes, where they are dragging the body down there with Widowmaker and Juice One, as they push them into the chute, do I see a visual flame? Do I hear them splash into acid? Do I see and hear nothing? I mean, what seems to be happening when those bodies go down the chute?
All right. So you walk over here and you look down this grate. Shoot, you're right. Shoot. It just fades off into darkness. It goes straight down, and you can see after a while it kind of curves. And so there's no splashing, no fire, no anything, no grinding, no
How
anything like that.
how wide is it? Is it narrow? Is it narrow enough? Is it person sized or is it dragon sized? Or are we talking
dragon fit? That dragon fit.
So there's not going to be a way that I can brace myself on the walls to slow myself down.
No, but there is a stair going down right next to it.
Oh, there is?
Yeah, I have the zombies going down it right now.
Oh, well, then let's follow the zombies. Let's see where they go.
All right. Is everybody going?
I turn back and say, Z-Teach, do you want to come with us? Or with me? Artur? Sveta? You want to see where this goes?
I'll come check it out.
Z-Teach looks longingly at the ground where he's standing, and then shakes his head and follows. Yep.
And we're going... God, I'm trying to ping on the freaking broadcast software. This is so confusing sometimes. Sorry.
I moved you guys so that I could copy paste.
Oh, okay.
So what's this? Oh no, that's not what I want. I want. Oh, right, this. All right. So my hope is that by the way, just for the record, there's stairs over here, and you remember they were dropping bodies down a grate on the other side, and there's 2 sets of stairs going down on the other side too. Just giving you options. But you want to go down these stairs?
That's a yes from
Mark
Mark.
says yes.
Oh, okay.
So, John, I don't know if you have it set up, but you can set us up as a 4 so you can see all of us at the same time. Mark
I can set you up as a what?
A 4 so that you can see all 4 of us at the same time.
What's that?
Where did I find it?
Can you bring your
So
water,
up
please?
in the top right, you've got gallery view or speaker view.
Top right. I have
Top
gallery.
right of the Zoom meeting.
Okay.
You should have speaker view or gallery view.
I don't.
I'll talk to you about it afterwards. You're good. It was
Oh,
just so
yeah.
that you could see all of us. Mark can't do that because he's broadcasting, but the rest of us could do it so that we can see each other
Yeah, I like that.
Oh, you mean in the
in the Zoom meeting window.
I know.
I don't mean to interrupt. It's just when I'm GMing with a whole bunch of people, that's my preferred. Is to have where I can see everybody, like Hollywood Squares.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, I have it minimized,
Oh, well then I guess that doesn't matter.
and it only shows one at a time. How do I have it? How do I make it stay on top?
So if you double click the little floaty window, I think it'll re-expand into the full window, and then you should just be able in the top right to click gallery view.
I mean, if you're making full use of your monitor, a parenthesis, you may not have room for a window anyway.
Right.
But
No, I have a huge monitor, but
okay.
Swishy side.
But like if I click on roll 20, it goes behind roll 20.
Well, yeah,
Well,
I
yeah.
have two monitors. I have you guys on one
Oh,
monitor.
so I can just never mind. I know. I got it.
Yeah.
I just have to I can't have my browser window covering the entire screen.
Right.
Oh, I like that. There we go. All right.
Okay.
That's good.
I'm going
Now
mute
you can-
again so you can ask me a
Yeah.
direct question immediately again.
Yeah, that nom 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 nom. That way now you can see if Mark gives you a thumbs up.
Perfect.
There we go.
Okay. Thank you.
Mhm.
All right. So let me quickly, hopefully.
So we're just gonna
Hopefully.
try and follow the zombies down the stairs.
Yes, with our
Everyone, put on your best zombie impression.
Ukrainian samurai ahead of us.
So who's going down? Can I get a marching order? Kind of basically.
I think it's going to be Arthur because he's an NPC.
Yeah.
Mark.
Me.
Yeah, Mark and Chris and me.
Two can go abreast.
That's not nice to say. She's really big, but
Well, that is true.
I would say it's probably the Amazonian and I in the back and
That-
Mark and Arthur in the front.
Yeah.
The hammer is my.
Nice.
What
Now
did you say?
Now the songs. The hammer is it's from Dr. Horrible
Mm.
because of our tour using a giant mace-like hammer or hammer-like mace.
No, Sveta.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm using an
that.
actual hammer.
I always picture you with a giant club.
If I had a hammer.
I lift things up and puts them down.
All right. Oh, there we go. Like that. All right. There we go. There we go. All right. So I've changed my background, guys.
Cool.
The caves.
That's what you see. All right. So you guys, the stairs go down and then kind of circle. You go straight down about 10 meters and then make a U-turn, and about 10 meters, U-turn 10 meters. And you go somewhere between 4, 6, 7 times. You've kind of lost count. And it looks like the tunnel kind of goes ahead of you. So I think I need to. Now, I think this is all going to be black to you, or it isn't.
Yeah, it's all black.
Okay. So how do I show it to you guys, what you see, Daniel? I know you told me, but that was 2
Oh.
weeks ago when I seen you.
Assign
Okay.
somebody a light source, maybe?
No. Because right now it's all hidden. You're going to go to, on the left, if there's a tool that will allow you to reveal.
So is that the eye? And I click on polygon reveal.
Yeah. I don't know if you click on polygon reveal. So it's going to be an eye, and then you're going to make sure you're on the GM info layer, which is where your fog should be. And
Okay.
sorry, I'm logging in as a GM right now, so I can check it on mine. Come on. It's the eye. It's going to be reveal areas
Okay.
underneath eye, and then you're going to be on the GM layer, and you're going to make a square over what you want us to be able to see.
Okay. Did that change anything?
I see 2 little gray lines at the
Okay,
bottom.
good. All right. So those are the gray lines are the cavern walls.
So it's still super dark.
Are there gray lines? Oh, yeah, I see them.
At very, very
I
bottom.
just
Yeah.
had to scroll down.
All right. So I've already given everybody their turn order, and Mr. Bullet Train, it's on you.
Wait a minute. Are we supposed to see our characters?
Do you not see yourself?
No.
No.
All we see is the 2 gray lines. Everything is still pitch black.
Oh.
That's what Daniel was saying. It's still really dark.
How do I make you
What-
see yourself?
What
Oh,
layer is what layer are we on?
oh,
we
you're
on-
on the
Are we on the token layer?
yes.
Okay. What layer is the two? Is there something besides? Is it a black image with gray lines that are the map?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not sure why we don't see ourselves. We within the 2 gray lines? That's
You are.
frick.
Let me do that again. See what happens now do you see yourself?
No.
No.
Wait.
Um,
Are we right? Am I no? What color am I? I'm black, so you're not gonna be able to see my stuff. My color on this is dark, so you will not be able to see my stuff. Are we right here?
yes.
What?
Oh,
I
I just
clicked on myself, but I still can't see my token. I think it's myself.
Okay.
Here, let me drag it
Yeah,
up.
just a second. I'm trying to
no, dynamic lighting is turned on. I'm seeing how we turn off dynamic lighting. Okay.
let me see something.
Huh. I'm not sure what's happening there.
Can you see?
I see
Oh.
someone.
I see something.
Yeah, I figured it
Arthur?
out. Yeah, just give me a second.
You have to go to each individual one.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Who am I missing?
There's still
Oh,
somebody.
I somehow you fell on top of each other. Okay.
There's
Can you
somebody
see yourself?
I can
see
see
yourself
myself. I can see myself barely. It's still very dark, but I can see myself. Yes.
Okay.
And I'm to the right of Arthur, but there's somebody underneath Arthur. Oh, can I move?
Yeah,
Arthur?
I'm getting there.
Okay. And now,
See
yeah, there's
myself.
Sveta. Yeah.
Oh, you moved Archer.
Yeah, I did.
All right.
And I mean, honestly, the mage is useless anyway, so we don't need to see him.
All right.
He's too busy finding a cave to put behind him. He didn't hear me.
Oh, you spun.
Right.
Our turn needs to spin around. Here we go. All right. All right. Now you can see yourselves and you can see the cave walls. Yes?
You made the tools, Mark. I'm going to use them.
Everybody can see everybody?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So Bullet Train, it's on you.
Well, I will hold and let Arthur go forward first. But I will have my.
Well, if you're
I will-
holding, then it's on Zetich.
Okay. You're on mute, Daniel.
Yeah, I'm talking to myself. I said, of course it's on ZT.
They have doctors for that, you know.
You can hold too.
Okay, so the stairs we came down, the direction we're currently pointed, are we pointed at the ley lines?
Yes, you were pointed at the X where they're going to show up.
At the nexus.
Yes, and at that center necromantic magic whatever.
How long did it take to get down the stairs?
Ooh.
You guys are pretty healthy, and I don't know, a couple minutes.
So,
So
maybe,
you're probably 4 minutes away from the light lines getting here.
and they're coming up from the ground? Or they're coming
No,
across the land? Like
across
a
the
train?
land,
Okay.
like a train.
This is so weird. Yeah, I don't have the PowerPoints. What are we waiting for, gentlemen? It was ready to come down here.
I guess it's time to progress onwards.
All right.
Double move
So
forward.
Arthur
Moving
starts
Arthur
moving.
first. Yeah.
I don't think that revealed stuff, did it?
No.
Let me try something else. There we go. Let's see what that does. Can you see now? Do you see
No.
a yellow square?
See Arthur, but that's it.
Huh. Oh, I see. Okay. All right. What about now?
Nope.
Huh. I made an aura for him. I guess that didn't work. So that didn't reveal stuff to you guys?
No, you actually have to use the reveal tool and like reveal it little bit by little bit.
I see. Okay. Then I don't. Did that change anything when I did that aura on you, Mark?
No.
Okay, I'm going to turn that off then because that's irritating. There we go. All right. Sorry. There you go.
There we go.
We see Arthur say, "There's somebody up here."
All right.
Well, technically, the train's chance to go,
Oh, okay.
unless he's going to continue holding.
No, I'll move up there and move the map so that I can.
Okay, what's your pace?
My pace.
Probably
New
5 or
York,
6.
New York City. I think it's 6. Character sheet says my pace is Picante 6.
Okay.
I still need to find the map so that I can move it. Okay, there we go. So we need to go up to about there and over slightly. There we go. And so I'm going to... And who's up there?
Make a notice roll for me.
So you want me to look at my shoes? I see my shoes. Oh, actually, maybe one success.
Yeah, you have one success there. Yeah. It looks like a juicer. Not that you recognize him specifically, but it looks like a juicer. But he's standing funny, has a weird posture.
It's a zombie juicer.
Zombie juicer.
I will. Swords at the ready.
It could just be Bad Back Bill. You don't know.
It could be. I will swords at the ready, like ready to draw them and slice. But how far away is he from me?
He's melee range.
I have no love for juicers. I will say to him, "What is your name?"
What is your name? He says,
Okay. Then I will.
That's actually really good for a zombie.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and attack him.
All right.
So let's do this the right way this time. And it's going to be all right. First set, then the second set.
Okay.
Katana Wakazashi. Katana Wakazashi.
All right. So the first set is the first set. By the way, I remember we were waiting for Mark for something, but that's all right.
For me?
Okay, so yeah. Never mind. It's okay. We'll talk about it later. Yes, the first set has hit. Okay. With no raises.
And what about
second? So why? Oh, there we go. Okay.
So then I assume the second set hits also? With a 10 and 11?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I will roll damage in order. So first the katana, and then the Wakazashi on the first set, and then the katana and the Wakazashi on the second set.
Okay. So the first question I have is, do you have any armor piercing?
Yes, 10.
Yes.
Okay. So
10 on the katana, 8 on the Wakazashi. It's in the red there where it'll say Wakazashi AP8 and then katana.
Okay. So I have to scroll up. They're so long here. Sorry. All right. So you got a 16. No worries. Okay. So the Wakazashi is the first one I see here.
There should be one above it, a katana. 16.
Arashi. Okay, no, I was looking at I saw Wasili and somehow my brain called that Wakizashi. Sorry. Okay, so you rolled a 16 and that has shaken the creature before you. And an 18 has shaken and okay, and so that has done so far one.
Damage and shaken.
Wait a minute. Why? Oh, there we go. Yes. One, yeah, damaged and shaken. Now we have a 26. And so that's one raise for you because of your armor piercing. And so, which normally would be 2 wounds, and that's going to just, you hit him right across the neck, down through the chest. And you, as you're bringing that sword back up, you come up, you twist and come up with your wakizashi and just remove the front of his face, taking half his brain with him, and he slumps to the ground.
And then I will wipe each blade front and back on his torso and then sheathe them.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Okay. Saveta.
Are we going off of the turn order on the screen?
We are.
Then that would be Zatich.
No, because Shinkansen was holding. Oh, it is. You're right. It is Zatich. I'm so sorry. It is Zatich who was waiting, who was also holding.
Am I?
You
Am
were.
I holding?
Yeah.
I was waiting for them to move because I wasn't gonna go first.
Mark held, and because he held, then you held, then Arthur went, and then Mark unheld and went, and so now it's up to you because you were holding.
Oh, okay.
Too far. There. I'm huddled up close, trying to get close to the action, but not too close.
Then I guess with that position, I will follow up the rear.
All right. All right. What you guys see is there a way to just reveal everything? Or do I just I have to draw a box over everything. Is that correct, Daniel?
Yes.
Okay. I can do that. All right. All right. In the center, you see somebody who's kind of dressed like Zavili was, but he's got the same robes and such, but because he's kind of glowing and the weird lights and stuff, you have kind of a better view of him actually now. And this is what he looks like. You see him in the center, up on a raised platform.
I'm gonna estimate right where the X is going to be.
Do you see the green and bluish swirly lines around a star in the center on a raised platform?
We're still looking at the picture of
Oh, right.
the creature person.
Yeah, right.
Hey, dude, high five. I mean,
There you go. All right.
oh wow.
So the room is roughly rectangular. It's obviously roughly hewn out of the ground, but in the center there's a raised platform, and you see Zavili standing there on that raised platform, and you see this green, yeah, right there. You see this green glowy thing with blue, kind of like ripples through the air, radiating out from that green.
I'm so glad we didn't pause and allow ourselves to get back some of this PowerPoint there, Mark.
From each of the corners, from each of the corners, you see these giant green crystalline formations. And there's these lines of power, and everybody can see them, oddly enough. Z-Teach, you can really see them. And they're going, centering on Savili, and then radiating from him towards that green light. And you can feel something there is growing. And he's chanting, and he's saying something. And across the room, you see some more of these look like juicers. And if everybody wants, you can make a notice roll to see if you.
I think I might have noticed.
It's a pretty good notice roll.
Not sure, but pretty sure. Oh, hey, I have a rifle.
You do have a rifle.
Huh.
Good thing somebody gave you one.
Yeah, no joke. Because I'm out of power.
Mm-hmm. I noticed my shoes again.
Foolish Z-Teach, you got to have power.
All right, Z-Teach, you have like 4 raises here. And do you want me, and I'm thinking about that, Chris. Do you want me to tell you directly, or do you want me to just tell everybody?
No, tell everybody. You're good.
So what you can tell is that you notice that there's battle damage on them, and some of them, the battle damage looked like it was fatal. You can tell they're shambling. They seem to move in almost like a mindless way, and you can sense that necromantic magic emanating from them, and it's obvious to you that these are some kind of undead creature, but they seem to be a powerful undead creature.
And I will relay that to everybody. Yeehaw.
And
well, I am pretty sure if we stop Sally, what's his name? Notes. Zavili. Pretty sure if we stop Zavili, they will fall.
Yes, but silly Savili is very dangerous. If he is wielding the kind of power I think, we need to defeat him within the next 2 minutes.
Then we must act fast.
These creatures are abominations. We must end them.
All right. So right about now, I've gone ahead and everybody, you notice you have new turn order cards, and right before you act, you see that Savili has noticed you.
Does it look like he is performing a ritual in which being interrupted would be bad, or he has already completed a ritual?
I mean, he only got 4 raises on his notice roll. I'm just saying.
He is in the middle of a ritual. Whether interrupting it would be bad or not, I'll leave you to guess.
Okay.
But I guess
Sure.
the ritual isn't taking his complete attention because he did see us.
Well, it seems like he has noticed you, yes.
Well, I mean, he has eyes on a whole bunch of his tentacles, so he can do multiple things at once.
Shoot the crystals, destroy the life force.
Oh, it's me. Yeah,
of the
I'm gonna.
planet.
That's messed up. I am going to shoot at the spellcaster. If I'm gonna
Okay.
die, I'm gonna go out in a blaze of glory, not using magic.
Here comes those Benny's uses.
Okay, I am going to take the shot with my borrowed rifle.
Woo-hoo. Look at that 12.
There we
Wow.
go.
It has an armor piercing 1, and he does 31 damage. That's amazing.
And this isn't the pistol. This does actual damage to these things, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, shut up.
so let me see. So let me see. All right. So you got 1 raise. You're welcome. Do you know why?
I'm guessing my location.
Things are getting closer.
Yeah.
All right. So you have 1 raise on your hit.
Oh, so that means you get to roll an extra die 6. Daniel.
Oh.
Yep. Roll a d6.
I don't remember the thing.
Slash R.
Yep.
Space 1d6.
I just
One
can't
die.
remember how it is. Oh, is it exclamation mark?
You
Yes.
can use the toolbar
Okay.
or that. Okay. So 34 points of damage.
Armor piercing 1.
Oh wait, should that have been a D12 or a D6?
D6.
No,
Okay.
1 raise is d6.
Okay.
All right.
This
So
is your rifle
34.
that you gave him, isn't it, Mark?
Yes. That is
Loaned.
correct.
Loaned.
Loaned.
And I'm in love with this rifle. It's just like wrecking everything.
It is kind of awesome.
What you do on your free time, not our business. Daniel, why are you turning red?
So
Nom,
there
nom,
is
nom.
1. So you've got 1 raise.
Nice. So he's shaken and damaged once.
Shaken and damaged once. All right. That certainly, had he not noticed you before, you are noticed now. By the way, I don't know if you've also noticed, but he does seem bigger now.
After taking damage or during the spell?
When you first saw him, he's larger. He's if you notice, he's taking up 4 squares here instead of just the 1 like you guys.
I knew I should have
Changing
taken
into
the
a
shrink
green
spell.
color.
And he
Changing into a green color. Nice.
looks at you and he says, "How dare you? Do you
Oh,
not know that I am Malagant? You have no way to stop me. Soon I will have my army. Come at me if you will. Battle it shall be." And he's continuing. 2 more arms kind of appear, and those 2 arms, Daniel, you can tell are still doing the mystic arm movements that he was before, and he begins to attack you with using something with his other arms. He takes both hands and he draws some power into him, and then he shoots something from his hand.
Nice description.
And it was the last thing that you ever saw.
And oh, why did this over? I don't need that. All right. And you actually kind of can't see. Can you see? Yep, that's who he's. Let's see. Let me do that.
Archer was definitely front.
He is.
This Archer
All
just
right.
gets vaporized by something.
Not true. He has a GM shield.
That's right.
It deflects all damage to us.
Yeah.
Stop helping him.
Us GMs have to sit together. Literally, no one else does.
This blast hits Archer, and he is the easiest to see. And it's this green blast hits, and you can see it. It just kind of goes right through his armor, and Archer's just standing there, and he looks shocked or shaken. Yeah. So Archer, ho ho ho,
The Green Giant just attacked him.
green giant. All right, so he's gonna make a vigor roll, and he misses it.
Oh.
Spend it, buddy.
Archer's just gonna stand there.
Oh, he doesn't get bennies?
Well, no.
All right, then.
All right, so Shinkansen.
All right, so let me see if I can get this to show me how far away. So he's at the middle, right?
Yeah, he's right here. Right here's the middle.
Right. So
You see his figure?
no, all I can see is the platform in the middle.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's some kind of like circular stuff going on here,
Okay,
And-
just a second.
and there's a pentagon behind it, kind of over here, or a star or something.
Can you see him now?
Nope.
But you can see the whole room in the green crystals.
Uh,
They're not
Okay.
green. They're just like
So-
the gray outline.
Yeah, we only see gray, and we only see the gray outlines through most of this. Any of the tokens and stuff, you have to make accessible to all of us. I mean, we won't, obviously, but they have to be, like, in their settings, they have to be accessible to us.
Well, I drew it on the map, so if you could see the gray
Oh.
lines, you should see the green lines. Is there a way to just remove the fog?
So you can actually copy over all of the green lines, I think, and move them to a different layer. They may be in the GM overlay layer, which we can't see.
Shouldn't they be? I thought I drew them on the map and background layer.
Oh, well then we should be able to see them.
Yeah.
Maybe you're just really good at making it dark.
Did you zoom all the way out and you see the whole map?
Yep. Well, I see up until
What is
there-
green to you?
Here, there we go. Mark is on a green crystal.
We
Yeah,
see
we
the
see,
crystal, but it's gray.
yeah,
Really?
it's like a gray
Yes.
drawing. Yeah.
So we see the spiral on top of the star in the middle, but everything is gray. Everything.
Really? It's green and blue.
I'm not entirely sure why. Unless you're working in some kind of grayscale, which I don't know about.
No, I don't know. It's really weird. Yeah, I don't know. Okay.
It's okay.
So you do see
picture
the
of a
green.
crystal? Because this looks like almost like a MS Paint crystal.
What's an MS Paint?
Like it's
Did
just
you
kinda
draw
like
the
a
crystal
crudely
yourself?
drawn-
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't insult the GM's handiwork.
It's
So
it's
my
supposed.
my question is, since I can't see the token,
How the
it-
fuck do I make the?
Why is it gray? Stop, necromant. That's Ukrainian for stop necromancer, just so you know.
Okay.
So the question I have is, since he's so big, what does there's the raised area that he's standing on? How raised is it? Like a foot? 3 foot?
It's about
9
it's
foot?
6 feet tall.
6 feet tall. So I'm not gonna. Well, I might be able to jump up it. So I guess the question that I have is, my move is normally 6. If I move and jump, can I get up to melee range of him, or can I stand at the bottom and be in melee range? Actually, no, he would see me because he's like 9 feet tall or whatever. So yeah, that would be my question. Can I run and jump up there at the end of my movement to get into melee range with him?
Can you see him now?
Yes.
Yes.
And do you see the group of zombies here towards the back?
No,
No.
we don't see any zombies.
Okay. I don't know why, but some reason
And you're sure the drawings are on like the token layer?
yeah,
Or-
no, they're on the map.
layer. I have some people on the forum saying try moving stuff to a different layer. That might help. Your GM overlay, because you're using Fog of War, might be coloring it.
It's
So at
okay.
this point, you can
just
turn off
imagine
Fog of
it's-
War. Yeah.
How do I turn it off?
So Ebron in-house. So you go back to the eye.
Yeah.
Shoot. Reset fog?
The tooltip says
No.
reset map back to completely hidden from players.
Yeah.
Maybe I go here. Just a second. And there we go. Did that change things for you guys?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
Go to like the one that has maps, background, object, like the layer selector.
Mm-hmm.
At the bottom it says GM overlay opacity.
Well, I went to the actual map I pulled down the overlay and I Fog of War. I turned off Fog of War.
Mm-hmm.
And,
I don't know. Yeah.
So
It's okay.
There
We
we
can
go.
deal with it.
there we go. What did that? Oh, no,
Nothing.
that got rid of the grid. Need to see the grid. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. We can deal with
it's
it.
okay.
Well,
So-
we'll figure it out.
So yeah,
Yeah,
if I double move, so I'm not going to attack this turn, but I run and jump, can I get into melee range with him?
Your pace is 6, so 6
Right.
inches. No, because it's gonna climbing up the 6-foot wall,
I'm not
which
going to
you
climb.
can do.
I was going to jump.
Do you have super jump or something?
No, but I have really good agility. Do I have
How
that?
how tall is it?
6 foot?
6 foot.
So that'd be like doing a standing.
Well, it's basically every inch is 5 feet, so I'm counting it as 1 inch, is what I'm telling you. So going vertical, that 6 feet is 1 inch,
So
right?
then So is it possible for me to double move on my turn, because that would be exactly 12
To right here.
to
Oh.
right in front of him? Melee.
Yes.
It's actually 11 inches.
No.
Well, plus the
no,
one.
No. Mark, no. Let me because you can't go through that wall section there you're going through. You can't go through those two hexes, those two squares. So it's going to be 1, 2. I don't know if that changes it, but so
Is that what you're talking about? The one closest to me?
the square in front of you can't go through, but let me count just a second. 1, 2.
Okay.
Yes, you can go right where you're pointing. Right here. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I would like to do. And if I need to roll to jump, no problem.
How many zombies do you guys see?
None?
None.
Really?
The number there really are none.
Yes.
Got them as controlled by all players.
What layer are they on?
This the token layer.
Hmm.
The same with you guys. I have them as controllable by. Oh well, there you go. And you still can't see any.
I assume they're over here.
I have something in front. I can't see what you're pointing at. Just a second. Yeah, they're over there.
I can click on it and move it, I think. Yeah, I can move it. I don't know why I can't see it.
I have. I wish I had never played with the Fog of War.
Oh, do you have it editable by me?
Yes.
Because all I can change its name, tokens, aura. Yeah, maybe that's it. Huh. That's the only one I can see or click on.
I have it controlled by all players. Did you see the one that you guys were attacking before?
Yes.
No.
No.
The juicer?
No.
Yeah.
The zombie?
No.
I thought we could.
Mm-mm.
So you don't see this one that's right in front of you guys? I just put it there with the X on top of it.
Nope.
There's an X?
Yeah, I just put one in front of you. Really? What the?
I'm sorry, man. This sucks. And I have no idea.
Just a second. Can you see him now?
Negative.
Oh my gosh.
Huh. I can click on it, which means it's here. Literally, the only thing I can think of is that you have dynamic lighting on. That's the only thing I can think of.
How do I turn that off?
So,
I looked at the map. It says it's off.
thank you, sweetie.
Did that change anything?
Now the whole screen's black.
Yep.
And the whole thing is black now?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
What about now?
Still all black.
What the?
Because you turned off Fog of Oregon, right?
Did
There
that
we
change
go.
anything?
Yep. I can see
Hey,
everything.
we can see.
Oh,
green
and it's in
crystals
color.
Yeah.
And we can see all of it. What'd you do?
Do you see 8 zombies or 4?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And another one off in the distance with a red X over it.
Yeah, that's the one you guys already knocked out.
Yep. So, and I'm sorry, I will take the shit off of this one that I was trying to experiment with.
So what'd you do?
I turned on dynamic lighting and then I turned it off.
Oh, wow. Huh.
You tried turning it off and back on again.
Yeah,
That's what I did. I turned it on and then I turned it off.
I'm
And
loving the pot crystals. This is neat. I'm sorry that we didn't get the full view of it
Yeah,
before.
the full experience.
Yeah, it was totally grayscale, and we couldn't see much. Okay, so that's definitely what I am doing. I am running and
okay, go ahead
jumping
and
to there.
move yourself up there.
Yeah, I did. And I need to make the roll to jump up there, right?
Yeah, make a easy agility roll.
You are melee and ranged. I'm gonna butcher your name. Sveta.
Sveta, yeah.
Oh, sweater with a V. Are you're good at range and up close?
Much better up close, but I can
Okay.
do range.
Which would you prefer?
Melee.
Okay. And I will ask Arthur the same thing now that Bullet Train has ran and jumped up there.
So I do jump up there, and I have both the wakizashi and katana drawn. So my my parry is now 11,
Okay.
and that I believe that is all I can do on my turn.
Okay. Now another thing you see is as you pass, you see here,
Yes.
here, basically, and actually from this crystal to this other crystal, so all the way across this area right here, you see just piles of bodies.
Of course.
They're just
So-
waiting to be absorbed back into the life force of the planet.
I'm sure that's it. Everything's great. No problems to see her, guys.
Mm-mm. So that's my turn. So I'm good.
All right. So Sveta.
Yeah. So Zatish and I were talking strategy here a second ago. Were you doing?
So out of character, I have already acted, but I have a way to get you there very quickly, unless you want to run and jump up there this round. It would just have to be after my next turn.
Chris, I know that you have not played in many games, so Daniel is not bonking himself on the head. This is the symbol for some
I'm
games
sorry.
for
I
speaking out of
apologize.
character.
This is out of character. This is Daniel
you.
talking, not GT talking. My bad.
Okay,
Thank you, Mark.
okay.
Thank you, Mark.
No problem.
Good to know. Good to know.
Wow, even I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So it's like some people say dark vision, and they'll do this, like you're turning on a light bulb. I've seen that a lot, especially recently for some reason. But yeah, out of character. That's also a LARP thing, by the way.
And there are some
know.
groups that do like this for out of character.
All right.
So I can do something else this turn, and you can get me there faster next turn.
Yes,
All right, I'll do
assuming you're willing.
that. I'll give it a shot. I'm interested what trick you got up your sleeve.
I was also saying this to Archer, by the way. I asked if Archer preferred firing
Melee
taking
range.
his melee range or range, melee or range.
Well, he still seems to be. He's got one hand on the wall next to him, trying to hold himself up, and in his other hand, he has a giant mace.
Does he look wounded?
No.
Okay.
He looks rattled.
Is that something that you can shake yourself free of?
Yeah, he's on the beginning of his next turn. He'll make a vigor roll
Okay.
to see. It's just that on this round he failed his vigor roll.
Essentially, I was wondering if I had to heal him first or if he would be okay.
He'll be okay eventually.
My healing is
Yeah.
mostly wounds, but it can remove some effects.
Yeah, I think your heal removes a shaken result. But no, but since points are an issue for you, no, he's not wounded.
Okay.
All right. Well, since I'll be going with Z Teach's plan, I'm gonna shoot an arrow at the big bad,
Okay.
and I'm not familiar with necromantic mages. Is that something that I'm gonna need iron or silver for?
I don't know. That's a good question.
All right.
Would there be like a lore common knowledge or a lore roll?
Yeah, I would think that'd be a common knowledge thing.
Well, I don't know. The knowledge of necromancers is actually common knowledge, but it might be an occult knowledge, or it might be.
All right. Before I shoot, I'm gonna ask Zatich, what do I need to hit this to damage this thing?
They'll say a rifle.
I mean, you did see the wizard just shoot it with a rifle. It seemed to have some kind of effect.
All right. Then I'm just gonna go with steel. Actually, I'm gonna go with silver, just because why not? And I'm gonna aim for its head.
Okay.
And he's within 12, so that's within my regular range.
Okay, so -4 to hit, right?
Yep. With silver, it's a +1 to shooting and inflicts 2d6. So that makes it a -3.
Is this you selecting a specific arrow, or you grabbing an arrow and it shifting in your hand? Just for flavor.
He's grabbing a specific arrow.
I'm grabbing a specific silver arrow, but I'm also enchanting it with silver, which is what gives it the +1 to shooting and the 2d6 extra.
That's true, because did you make some arrows silver? Did you change?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I have X amount of regular arrows and then X amount of actual silver arrows.
Okay, and so you're using a silver arrow, but when you talk to your bow, you're going to say the silver thing.
Yes.
Okay,
correct.
got it.
Yeah. Which visually, I guess that's adding extra silver to the tip. I don't really know how that would work.
I'm sure that once you mount the arrow and you pull it back and you whisper whatever you're saying, or say whatever you're saying, somebody watching you close would see the arrow morph slightly into whatever it is you've said.
Yeah, fancier arrow.
Yeah.
So then I will loose it and.
Wow.
Crap.
Yeah, and
I'm tired of my bows doing nothing, so I'm gonna Benny that.
Okay.
Yay!
And,
Boo!
Yeah. Would that 4 still be a success? No, because it's a.
Yeah, no. He's got one hand has that staff with a skull on it, and it's. You don't even see him notice the arrow, but somehow that staff was just in the right position, and it hits the arrow and deflects, and it shoots off across the room behind him.
Awesome.
What is your shooting skill?
D8.
So why'd you roll a D4?
That's a good question. I was actually going to ask that
Yeah,
as
what
well.
the hell? It should be rolling my shooting skill.
This may be one of those things, John, where you need to change the damage on his bow, like you did for me.
Yeah, let me look at your character here real quick. Don't change anything, Chris, while I'm looking at it.
All right.
Yeah, you're shooting there. And where is the bow? There it is.
I'm gonna check something real quick. Unless you want to, if you can click the attack and damage button.
Okay.
Yeah, D4. Huh.
Yeah, so
Huh.
skill shooting. That is weird. And your shooting is what did that roll?
It rolled a D8.
Yeah, that was a D8.
Yeah,
No,
I don't know why it's.
I see why. Oh, now it's shooting. It was fighting before.
I had changed it to fighting to see if it would roll the fighting skill, which is a D12 for Sveta. But for some reason, the programming is saying, oh, grab shooting. And for some reason, it's putting shooting as a D4, which is super weird because on my sheet, shooting is not doing that.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that, Chris. For now, we'll figure this out later. Just hit the shooting skill.
Okay.
And it won't, you can't use the roll damage button, but yeah, just hit the shooting skill.
All right.
All right. Well, that's a little better, but same thing happens.
Should I click it one more time?
You should, because you used a Benny. And yeah, you missed.
Oh.
All right.
Apologies. All right. So Savetta, so that's it. That's everybody. And we will.
Well, Arthur, right?
No,
he already went.
Okay.
That's at the top of his next turn.
Oh, top of his next turn. Okay.
All players. And boom. All right.
Oh, thank God.
Bullet train.
All right. We're gonna double slash him, attack his shin, try and knock him over.
Yeah, he's huge. You're looking at his belt to keep it on the family level.
Wow. Wait for
Okay.
Zteach. He's got an action, and then he rolls the very last card. Is there spending a Benny to change my initiative?
That's a great question.
I've never heard of that.
Because it doesn't do much, except it would prevent this from happening. Where are the rules on Bennies? I'm sorry. I'll look it up. You can continue.
Yeah, look that up. That's it. That's a good question.
As a house rule, I'm game for it.
Yeah. You always say that. You're like, yeah, let's house rule it. Pretty soon you're not even playing by rules. Go ahead, Mark.
Okay, so first set. And then second set. And
Okay,
on that first one, I'm gonna use a Benny to reroll that double failure.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah. Okay. So now, hey, my Bennies are working correctly today. By the way, I didn't do anything different. Okay, and then so.
Okay. While you're doing that, Mark, draw a new action card. You can spend a Benny to get a different action card. This occurs after all the cards are dealt and the edges or hindrances like quick, level-headed, hesitant, blah, blah, blah.
So say that again, because now he used a Benny to re-roll, not to
So-
get a.
Well, so on page 90 or 92 of the Savage Worlds PDF,
Yeah.
it's got all of the options for using bennies. Rerolling a trait, recovering from shaken, soaking, draw a new action card, reroll damage, regain power points, which I just realized. So I'll be doing that shortly. And influencing the story are all things that can be used for
What
bennies.
page?
Page 90 in print and 92 on the PDF.
Oh, there we go. Right.
So I would like to spend one. I would like to spend two.
Okay. Well, we'll do that on your turn.
Yeah. Well,
Unless you want to.
Well, no, that, yeah,
I'm gonna
that's what
use.
he
I'm gonna
meant,
do a
so-
new action point right now to move my turn.
When the game is in rounds, can spend a Benny to get a new action card. There's dealt and it's a quick, level-headed, or hesitant. Spend Bennies for energy. Okay, yeah, and what's funny is I had remembered how to do that. All right, so there's your action card.
Oh, you got an ace.
I don't know why that didn't work.
I'll get it to you now.
Okay, well, you've got an ace. We'll just
Okay.
go. You got an ace. I don't know where
Okay.
it went, but
So I would like to go before Archer. No,
okay.
shoot.
Well, Mark's not done anything, so he
Yeah.
has.
Yeah.
I have,
Yeah,
but,
and
but it can be.
Let me
done.
finish. Matter of fact, let me finish with
Yeah,
Mark.
because what I'm doing doesn't change anything Mark's doing.
Okay, well,
Okay.
let me
You're
finish
good.
with Mark, and we'll come back to you.
Thank you.
But you still have an ace.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
Mark.
my first set was an 8 and a 10.
Oh, well, let me see. So you have, yes. So you have an 8 and an 11. Why is it a
Oh
10?
yeah, I'm sorry. I was yes, you're correct. I was looking at the wild die.
Okay. So,
And then a 6 and a 5 for the second set.
okay. So the 11, you have one raise. So that's with the Wakash. Your first Wakazashi is a raise, but we'll come back to that.
Yeah.
So you've got a hit with the katana, a raise with the Wakazashi.
Okay.
So let's do those two real quick.
All right. So first, the katana. So 29.
Okay.
Armor piercing 10.
Okay, so that's one raise.
And then the Wakazashi, and then I'll have to roll the die
Yeah.
6.
Yes.
So there's the Wakazashi for 13, and then one die 6, 5. So 18 total in that one.
Okay. So that's just a that's just that's
singular.
even. No raise.
Right.
Okay. So we've got one raise and one even. So what's going to happen is right. So what's going to happen is I am going to use one of my bennies. And we are going to soak that damage.
Oh, is that an option for us too?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. Okay. And then I'm assuming a 6 and a 5. Or I'm sorry, a 6 and a 5 do not hit.
That is correct.
Okay. So that will be the extent. Actually, I'm going to move. I'm going to move behind him.
You rolled for the soak, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So I duck around his legs and move behind him so that
Okay.
he will have to turn around if he wants to smack me.
Okay.
Unless he does some weird crap. And that is my turn. And it's now Z-Teach's turn.
It is.
So Z-Teach is going to step. Well, actually, no, he's perfect right where he is. He is going to start pulling in power, and I'm going to spend a penny to get 5 power points back.
Okay.
And because this stuff starts to get expensive quick. And he's going to start pulling in energy from the ley line that is starting to get closer and closer. His eyes start turning that same aqua color of the ley lines that you guys have seen, and he pulls in energy, and you can see that the fabric of space starts moving around him as he's pulling it more and more and more. And then he says, "Please feel better." Oh my gosh. Archer, thank you. Please feel better, Archer. And he grabs him on the shoulder, and assuming that Archer is willing, Archer disappears from the spot as if ripped through time, and he gets deposited here, somewhere here.
Okay.
And then he'll turn back to Sveta and say, "Good luck." And he'll reach out and grab her forearm, and she too will be yanked through. You get a feeling like behind your belly button as you're ripped through space-time, and you get deposited up next to the big bad as well. Oh, I apologize. First, damn it. I wish it were that easy. Now I'm going to fail. Now that I've described it, I'm going to fail.
I was waiting for the roll. I mean, you were on that all sounded good. Yeah, that's a success.
Okay.
That's is it just once or per passenger?
So I spent extra power points to be able to do it to multiple people.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And then back to the cave, which is there. And then he'll take a deep breath and put the rifle back up to his eye. Not firing, but preparing.
Okay.
And that is...
You might want to take one step to the left.
Okay. Oh, no. I actually have to move. Don't just measure one step to the left. Okay. So that I can aim it?
Yeah, because you're looking through this chunk of wall.
So that's a fair point.
Right here.
Fair point. 2, 3. No raise. Boom. Okay.
Oh, you did it for multiple people. You just teleporting yourself.
No, I'm not teleporting myself. I'm waiting back here.
Oh, that was the other roll. Never mind.
Yeah.
I just saw your name in a roll, and I thought, oh, okay. Why not move yourself too with the teleporter? Just Mr. Fancy Pants, and I'll teleport myself 1 inch.
And I'll teleport myself 12 back.
Worst use of power ever. I appreciate this. I teleport 6 feet. Don't need to go more than that. Good.
I'm gonna teleport back to right around the corner so that he can't see me. It's good. I'm gonna go upstairs and wait for the ley lines and then fly away.
Well, good luck, guys. It was nice knowing you.
All right, I'm done. Thank you.
All right, Sveta.
All right. It's hammering time. So about my question earlier.
I
guess
not against these creatures, no.
Okay.
How much damage does that thing do?
All the damage. You're supposed to say all the damage.
All the damage. It's strength plus 3d6 plus 1d8 plus 4.
Yeah, no. Not against these creatures.
Yeah. All right.
Plus 1d8, plus 1d4, plus 1d2, plus 1. It just
It's a
it just
very
kept going.
complex algorithm.
It just kept going. All right. Well, go ahead and roll your attack, brother.
He did.
I did. It was
And then he rolled a 9.
Oh, okay. So yeah, the 9, no raise, but it does hit.
okay.
And then you and so you don't have a raise with that hit. So what you end up doing is 1 point of damage.
Yeah.
And I can't tell if there's there's a 2 there. All right. You know, it's a shame you can't move the nameplate.
Yeah.
But all right. So yeah, you basically did 1 point of damage to him.
All right. So he's
All
already
right.
shaken and everything?
He is shaken.
Okay.
He's
At the
shaken and he
moment.
has 2 or 3 damage. I can't remember.
2.
2? Okay.
2.
Yeah. All right.
And so now it's his turn.
So let's see. Does he turn around? Does he stay stomp on Arthur? What's the plan?
Well, the first thing he does is he does make his vigor roll. And he is no longer shaken. And so he kind of moves sideways and backwards. And because of his size, pretty much puts all of you in front of him. And then he takes a swing. Not a swing. Is he going to take a swing? What are we going to do?
Die. He's going to die.
He is going to he takes his hands again and he pulls this power. You see this green energy just build in his hands and he just fires it right at Shinkansen. And it hits you right in the chest. And what's your armor?
My armor is...
Your toughness plus armor?
Yep, stand by. 18.
18. And so, boom, you just feel this force hit you and it almost feels like these maggots are crawling into your skin. And you don't feel like you're hurt at all, but you're just having a moment getting your bearings, and all you can see is like this green blur in front of you, and so you're not damaged, but you're shaken.
Oh, you put it on for me? Thank you.
I did. I'm nice like that.
Thank
All
you.
right, and that is everybody. But before, I'm going to try this again.
Oh, I got an ace. I just saw it pop up.
There it is. I see what I did wrong. Okay, so next time if we want to do that again, I know how.
Also, Archer got teleported, but did he?
He didn't do anything.
Yeah, he healed him.
Oh, did
No,
that
Daniel
take
healed him.
Archer's?
Yeah.
Did that take
So-
Archer's turn?
Yeah, Daniel healed him. He got teleported,
No.
and then he didn't do
Nope.
anything.
Nope. Daniel didn't heal him.
Oh,
Oh,
I
Unless I
thought
can-
you.
Unless I can cast spells multiple
No,
times.
no, no, no. I don't
Yeah.
know. I guess
I
you
said
did
feel
something.
better. I said feel better, hoping he was going to roll well for his vigor check when he got.
Oh,
up
when he got
there.
there. Okay. Yeah,
I
yeah.
should
Well,
have been more specific.
that'll be his. Yeah, that'll be his next turn.
Wait,
Why would it be his next turn?
why would it be his next turn?
Because he already went and he failed.
No,
Oh,
that was last turn. See, I went first, then Daniel got the ace and went after me. This is Arter's turn to make his roll and attack if he succeeds.
Well, we did. So I skipped him when I did Sveta.
Right.
Fair enough. He makes his roll.
Yay.
I already took the thing off. He hits without a raise. And he has that mace and he swings it. And you just see some like little worm things kind of flying off from this guy's robe as the mace bashes into his chest. And he's shaking again. All right. Now, boom. So now Arthur's turn. He hits with that and just kind of just changes his grip a little bit and just comes back swinging at him. Bam! And kind of goes right back through the area he went through and doesn't seem to have done any damage. Bullet Train.
So what do I need to roll to not be
A vigor roll, sir.
a vigor roll? 13 do it?
that'll do it.
You are feeling great. You shake your head. You remember something that your master tells you, and you say, you have something you say, and then all the cobwebs are out of your head, and you're just ready to attack.
And that's what I do.
What do you say?
I say, Oshokoken.
Oshukuken. Okay.
And then Moitaro, and I attack with both weapons.
All right.
And it looks like probably only hit with the first rune katana.
That is correct. The first katana hit with a raise.
Okay, so then roll damage.
And a D6.
And the D6. Roll D6 exclamation point. 2, so total of 13.
All right. And with the armor piercing,
Yes.
we're at.
And I will slash at his shin once more, trying to chop off.
Trying to chop a leg off.
Yep. Bring him down to size.
All right. You go through the robe and where the shin is, and when you connect, I mean, keep and imagine the katana with two hands, but it's one-handed. You come through. It's the katana. You come through that area, and you feel like you're hitting something, but to be honest, it kind of feels like it's hitting a pile of worms.
Okay.
Not like you're hitting something with bone and meat.
Okay.
It gives a little more than it feels like it should.
Okay.
All right. You see him kind of trying to summon like a surge of green energy into himself. And he draws this energy and he actually grows by a foot. And he takes that staff which has grown with him with this huge skull on it now, and he bashes it right at you. And what's your parry?
11.
Okay, so he's hit you, and your armor was 15.
18. Oh.
18, and he hits you. He hits you right on the shoulder, right on the left shoulder, where I'm assuming you have the wakizashi. Boom, and you feel like somebody just dropped a cornerstone on your shoulder, and it throws you off balance, and you're kind of, your feet aren't in place, and you're just a little out of it for a moment. And sir, you are shaken.
Okay.
All right. Sveta.
All right, I'm going at him with a hammer again.
Okay, you've hit him.
All right.
And you've damaged him, but no raise. And he is shaken. And your hammer, you hit him in the chest. Boom! Because you have this overhand. You've got the hammer out to 6 feet. It's a big, the ceiling of this cave is 25 feet above you. And so, you've got plenty of room. You've got that handle out to 6 feet.
Big, hefty, overhanded.
Yeah. And you're just big overhanded right into the chest. And you're expecting just a big thunk. And you just kind of tear through his robe and bam, hit right on the ground. And you just feel like you've squashed a bunch of something. And all of you see him kind of, he's like a foot and a half shorter now.
So we gotta squash all the things.
And meanwhile, and this is what you notice, because it's your turn next, Zavitic. You notice that his hands that have been continuing that ritual this whole time during the fight have stayed focused on that ritual, and that green energy with the blue waves coming from them is expanding, and you feel the ley lines are just moments from converging above us, and the energy coming from the corners is pulsing, and it's quadrupled in size, these columns of light radiating right into him.
How far would you say I currently am from a ley line, or from the Nexus?
Less
Like
than
how
a
far
mile.
above us?
Less than a mile.
Less than a mile. Okay.
Yeah, it's hard to tell exactly right at the moment. A lot going on, but less than a mile.
Okay. Oh, and it's me.
And it's you.
Shoot the hands. Shoot the hands.
Huh?
Shoot the hands.
Shoot the mute.
Shoot the hands.
I'm gonna shoot through one of his hands with a called shot. The nature of this rifle is that it removes 2 points of penalties, including those from, say, called shot.
Okay. Called shot. A hand is pretty small. It's moving pretty quick, so you got a -4, so it's really a -2.
This is
Right? Because it removes 2 levels, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, so -2.
5 minus 2.
I'm gonna Benny that.
Welcome to the world of sucky ranged rolls.
Hey!
What the hell?
Yeah.
There you go. So you got
A 15.
yeah, you got 1 raise. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Even it's 1 raise.
Okay. And then damage, and then plus roll 1d6.
All right. So
35
yeah. So you did. That's a raise
to his hand.
to his hand. So that's a raise to his hand. So what happens is, so he's doing this, and his hand comes out, and you somehow led that round, and it hits his hand, and just there's this explosion of fleshy things, and for Shinkansen, Artur, and Sveta, you're showered with these black grayish worm things, and that hand is gone for a moment, and the other hand continues.
I don't like how you say that. That's not a nice way to say that. For the moment.
For the moment. I'm just saying, right now there's only one hand.
For now.
All right. And it's time to deal more cards. Well, there you go.
Do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
And I'm going to attempt to do it again.
Okay.
That is not a 17.
That is not a 17. And that is my last Benny. Oh,
you
no,
did.
don't roll damage. Yeah. Roll to hit. Lower than my last one.
That's impressive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
The hand goes out, and right as it just pulls right back in that spell motion, and the round goes whoosh, goes right between him and Bullet Train, and hits the wall behind there.
Yep. That's me.
All right. Bullet Train.
Is a 5 enough for my vigor roll?
It is, yes, sir. You are
Good.
no longer shaken.
I am going to take the penalty, but I am going to do called shot on his other hand. That's moving still.
Okay.
So since I'm closer and he's large, what would that penalty be?
He is large, and you are closer. Shot. You ignore -2. Right?
That's on shooting. No, that's
I
the
thought
rifle.
I thought you had a -2 because you have a -2 for using 2 weapons, but you have the inbuilt -2, and so you ignore that -2.
Yeah, I ignored the -2 from ambidextrous. Yes.
Oh, that's the ambidextrous. Okay.
Okay.
But no, I don't have anything to negate any. Yeah, like that.
Okay. Yeah, it's going to be a -2. I'll give you a -2. You're closer, but it's still a small target, and it is in rapid motion.
Understood. Okay, so let's attempt this. All right, so the first set of attacks at -2 each probably does not hit for the first set. And then the second set, it looks like the katana might have hit it. Well, I don't know. Is it 6 hit?
Where are we going? So we've got a 5 and a 7. Oh, wait a minute.
No, it'd be a 5.
Oh, that's your figure. So it's a 7
which
and
would
a
be a 5.
6.
So and that would
Oh,
be
right.
a
So 5, a
and
6,
4.
an 8. That 8 hits. You have one hit.
Okay. So I will roll damage on that. Not
Okay, that's a hit.
Is it enough to destroy
Yeah,
his hand?
you cut right through the sleeve, and as you cut through, and then all these worm things kind of scatter all over the floor.
But does it stop his hand from? I mean, there's no hand.
Yeah, there's no
moving?
hand there anymore.
Okay, so it looks like it has interrupted his spell, perhaps.
It looks like you have interrupted his spell.
We learned the hands were just a formality.
I'm sure.
Well, I don't know. You know, the green light is still going. The blue circle things are still going. The columns are coming from the corners.
Can I get behind him?
No.
Okay. Then I
No,
won't
because
I
he's got.
will not do that.
Yeah, you'd be 6 feet below him. You'd
You
have
want me
to
to do? You want me to do what?
stab at his heels or something.
No problem. I am done that.
Okay. All right. All right. He is first going to do that. Okay. No longer shaken. He takes that staff and points it at the green light and seems to like use it to pull. And right at that moment, you see an actual, and probably the only one that's actually seen one in person, is Zetich. You see a rift open. And by the way, the three of you, now that you're up here, you do see a pentagram of sorts right there on the ground below the green light.
I have seen one just up by.
Oh, have you? Oh, yeah, I guess you have. So you recognize it. And I don't know whether Sveta has seen one or not.
Yeah.
Okay, so you all recognize a rift opens up, and you can't see through it currently. It's this glowing blue light, that's rippling, kind of like water, but it is an open rift. And Sveta, it's on you.
I asked you a question. I don't know if it matters anymore, but
that's a good question. I know the answer to that.
Yeah. You guys feel like you got this for a second?
No. But do what you need to do.
I'm gonna try and break a crystal. So I'm gonna jump down.
Okay, that's 1 inch.
How do I do the arrow thing?
It's the
circle with a tick on.
Looks
the top.
like a Q upside down. Yeah.
So I can get there. I guess. I don't know if that's.
What's your
range.
pace? 6?
6.
Okay, yeah, you can get next to the crystal.
I think it was there.
Yep.
And I'm gonna take a swing with my hammer.
There you go. I'll point you at the crystal.
A big, hefty swing and Wreck-It Ralph this thing.
All right, you hit it.
All right.
And matter of fact, I'll call that a raise. I mean, it's not like it's moving or anything. So go ahead and roll yourself a d6. You don't have to type anything. There's a die over here on the left.
I got it.
Okay, so 30. So you hit it, and the whole thing just shatters.
Yeah.
And make a let me look at the character sheet real quick. Well, it doesn't matter. I was debating between vigor and agility. They're both a D8. So
Oh, yeah.
so go ahead and make a vigor roll.
All right.
And the crystals just bounce off you, and you're fine. And that column of green that was coming from them just kind of just disappears like vapor in the air between the crystals and Malagant.
Is there any effect on Malagant or the Rift?
Not that you've seen right at this particular second.
Okay. Well, that ends my turn, I think. I don't think I can do anything else.
Okay, where is the rift formed, by the way? Is it on
Do you
the
see
pentagram?
Do you see the pentagram?
Yeah.
On the map? Yeah, that's the rift right there.
Okay, great.
Right there.
But it's just that big. It's not like it's the entire size of the cave or anything yet.
No, it's about the width of this platform, though.
Oh, okay.
So it's probably 9 squares square.
Okay, got it.
Arthur's gonna swing at him. Miraculously, he's not messed up for once. Hits him. And yes. Boom. You see he comes up and hits him right through the shoulder. And you see a spray of like these worm things behind him as his hammer comes through.
And does he stagger at all or like lean forward or anything like that?
No, he doesn't. Yeah, no. All right. Cards. All right. So, this is
That's
interesting.
a Joker. What?
It is a Joker. So, what happens when a Joker gets dealt?
Is the mage gets back all of his power points.
That's right.
All mages, Mark.
Characters with a Joker act whenever they want in the round, even interrupting other action. They also add +2 to all trait and damage rolls this round. And I reshuffle the deck whenever any Joker is dealt. And just for the record, I keep forgetting to move the zombies and have them attack you.
No. He's preoccupied.
No, we're fine. Yeah, we're good.
It's all good. What zombies? There's no zombies. The zombies
just really slow zombies.
I mean, I want to make use of that bonus, but like I'm so far from everything. Like I can't run to another crystal.
Can you throw your hammer? Like Thor?
Not this one. Well, I can throw it, but I mean it doesn't come back to me like Thor.
Yeah, but I mean, you could throw it.
I could throw it. Fuck it. Yeah, I'll throw it. I guess throwing it to this one would be the shortest option.
You're going to probably have to cover about half that distance, though.
Yeah.
All right.
So move your full pace.
Dang it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And
And then roll a shooting roll, I would think.
yeah. And I just realized that I'm an idiot and have been ignoring one of my stats that would be making my shots a whole lot better.
For shame.
I know.
Shame.
But I'll use it this time. So shooting roll, which we said doesn't work normally, so I have to click that.
Got a 10.
Got a 10. We'll call that a hit.
Yep. I don't know if there's a raise because my skill's marksman, so I ignore. It's ignore up to 2 points of throwing or shooting penalties.
Okay, well, yeah, you have a raise. So roll
Yeah.
your hammer's damage and then a d6.
Damage.
And the damage will be +2 for his Joker,
I'll have to
right?
ignore this. Just roll damage. And then +6. Plus d6. And then
So-
+2.
That's
Yes. So
actually
that's
that's a question for you,
39.
John.
Yes.
If you get a Joker, is it +2 to all damage rolls? So
Yes.
would it be 32 +2 and 5 +2? Or is it 37 +2?
Yeah, you only need 10 to break the crystals, so
Yeah, I mean,
Hey, it doesn't matter. That's a short answer.
the hammer lands smack at the base of the crystals and just hits with this crack. Everybody pauses for a moment at this sound of it is almost like thunder coming from that corner, and just those crystals just instantly, just the cracks radiate up from the bottom, and then the whole thing just flies apart. Crystals going, these shards flying out in a radius around, and
And do the 2 murder wraiths there die?
one is just blown apart by the
Yay.
crystals just tearing right through his body.
nice. All right.
And that's what being a Joker gets you.
Yeah.
All right,
Lopping hammers.
Zetich.
As it is getting closer. I don't think does it look like I'm having any effect on the spellcaster at all? Like, does he look wounded at all? Because he's alternating in size. He's getting smaller. Okay, I'm gonna attempt to take another shot.
Okay, at him.
Yay, a 6.
A 6. You'll hit.
Just at him, not called shot or anything.
You hit.
24.
So you shoot, and you're just kind of going for center mass, and it's a plasma rifle.
Yep.
All right. So this column of hot energy, this capsule, basically what it is, of just burning hot energy, just shoots out the rifle and hits him square. He's kind of sideways to you, and so you hit him on the side, and it just goes through his chest, and you can just see it burn through the robe there, and out the other side you can see this energy comes out, and just this black spray of burnt things fly out, and whichever's higher, Mark, make a agility or a vigor roll.
Or becomes a new bad guy.
Agility is
Awesome
higher.
description, John. Awesome description.
Oh, you're welcome.
17.
Okay, well, there you go. They fly right at you, and somehow you guys see him do these miraculous dancing, masterful martial moves, and none of that lands on him. And what you're able to see as you're dodging, you do see that these are, because they're whizzing right past your face, Mark, that these are actual individual worms, and you see them as they're flying. They're linked together, and you're seeing them fly apart as they go past you.
Okay.
Bullet train.
So, as he finishes dodging, he's going to spin around, jump up in the air, putting the wakizashi over his left arm, the katana his right, and attempt to coup de grace his head clean off.
Okay. All right, so that's a -4.
Yep. We'll see how the dice like or dislike me for my cool move. First set. It could have been worse. Second set. I think what I'm going to do is re-roll, use a Benny to re-roll that first
Katana.
Yeah.
Okay.
The one that was a 9?
No, the one that was
No,
a
one
7.
that was a 7. Yeah.
Oh.
That's it.
Well, actually, technically was a 3.
Right. Correct.
Oh,
Yes.
right. Okay.
Right. And then where is that document? In Katana. So
That'll do.
So it's a 5.
5. Yeah.
Is that not?
So you're going to have one hit with the first wakizashi.
Got it. All right. So roll damage. 17.
Okay.
Armor piercing 8.
Mm-hmm. You hit, your wakizashi hits right at the neck, and you cut right through that hood. You guys see him jump. You see him, actually what happens is he jumps up in the air as he's, and I'm disappearing. You see him jump up in the air, twist around. He lands for a second, comes down, jumps up in the air. He swings with the katana. It's a little high, and he swings down with the wakizashi. and cleaves right through, cuts right through the hood. And there is, the hood flies off, and this blast of these worm things just scatter everywhere. And you see for a moment, you see the robe wreathing, and out of his right hand, the skull staff falls, and then the whole thing just kind of crumbles into this mass of wriggling worms that just kind of melt away. And what's left under the yoke starts to ooze out from underneath that robe is just this black tar liquid substance. And you have defeated Malagant.
And the rift conversion, we all die. What happens to the rift? That's the real question.
What happens to the rift? Well, Arthur's turn comes up. He sees you land, and he's standing there, and you can see he's looking at the zombies. And as you guessed, those zombies just crumble to the ground.
Do the rifts also dissipate?
Yeah, the murder race, the zombies. Yes. Yes. They do. And oh wait. And what you see stepping out, what you see no. What you see is this creature. It looks there we go. This creature steps out of the rifts, and it looks kind of like a cross between a toad and maybe a dog. It has a large fang that comes out its bottom part of its mouth that comes to a point, and it's got two large toad-like eyes, and it has 6 legs, 3 on each side, and a thick body. The shape of the body is kind of like a D&D bullet, but the skin looks slick and kind of frog-like, and it has a very short, pointed tail. And it steps out, and right as it's stepping out, Daniel, you sense it more than everybody else. Those rifts were seconds from hitting that nexus. And it was like there was a snap. And instantly they were just back where they were supposed to be.
Oh, wow.
And this green light and the blue rings just and there's like this shower of this greenish dust that just disappears as it falls towards the floor. And what you see is this creature standing in the middle of the pentagram, and you can see it's obviously trying to get its bearings. And the other thing you see, the other thing is the other 2 crystals erupt in just a shower of shards, and just cover that part of the room. And those columns of green energy are just gone, and the green glow that had been kind of lighting up the room is gone. And there's still some light in here you guys can see. You're not going to pitch black, but it's certainly not as bright as it had been.
And the rift is still open or closed?
Closed.
And this thing is most definitely here on our side of the rift.
Unfortunately.
Good news though, a second one's not coming through the rift.
Oh, just a second. There we go. I forgot to, apologies. There we go. I forgot to shuffle. There you go. All
And
right.
Zatich is just like killing it on these rolls.
Yeah, he's all like, I have not gone in any other game before now, and I will take every first. I have 0 magic left to do anything, but I will take every turn first.
Mhm.
Well, with the, I don't know, with the period of the rift there, did he like get any points back?
I got a little bit at the beginning, yeah.
Because like I thought that was your whole getup, is if you're next to a rift, you like.
Yeah, but I actually have to be like next to the rift.
Oh, like okay.
Yeah, and they weren't here long enough for me to even cast a spell through the rift, or not rift, ley lines. If I'm next to a ley line and I cast spells, I cast them with greater ease and power, but there wasn't enough time.
Never enough time.
Well, the rift is closed. Are the ley lines still here?
No, they snap back.
They snapped back.
Okay.
Okay. I am Zteach is going to move here, and he is going to. Is that who I think it is? I'm scooted way back. Okay, he is going to bring his hands down and kind of swirl them around. You guys recognize his action as he's pulling wind around him, faster and faster and faster and faster, and then kind of swings them out with wind blowing out towards the three of you, and wind kind of wraps around you really fast, but then kind of focuses in more of like a hardened shell of wind right in front of you to help deflect attacks that might be coming at you.
Nice.
And we'll see how long that stays, because I still have to roll. I'll take that.
Yeah.
All right. Give me just 2 seconds here. I'm
So
trying to do something here. I'll look at your roll in just a second.
But first, he has to counterspell it.
There you go.
Oh, I can't.
Oh.
Now there's nobody writing it. Ignore the howdah there. But that's what you're fighting. Everybody sees it?
Yep.
All right. All right. Now, yeah. So you a success there. That was a raise too. Yes.
Yes. So it's a -4 to all incoming attacks.
For you or everybody?
For any enemies attacking you three. So Arthur, Shink, and Sveta.
Okay. Hey, I have to plug in my headphones. Just a second.
Good. I'm gonna take a quick bite. Be right back.
Okay, I'm good now.
All right.
I kept saying the battery dying. I thought maybe I should do something about that. Okay. All good. Okay. Successful, and it's -3.
-4. Because it was with the raise, it's -4 to all incoming attacks.
So
that
is
aren't AoE.
to hit? So
Yes.
it's on the to hit, not on the damage.
It's on it to hit, not to the damage.
All right, outstanding. Okay. Sveta.
I'm looking at my other weapons to see whether it's worth going and getting my hammer. Yeah, I'm gonna try something new. And 1, 2, 3. So that's 5, and then +1 to get it up there.
Yes.
Is that how that works?
Yes.
All right. Is that close enough to hit him?
No.
Well, then I guess that ends my turn.
Okay. I mean, you can take one step further, or you can wait to see if he steps up to you.
Can I? I thought it because it was 5, and then I thought it was +1 to get up there, so that would have been.
It was right, but if you're not going to do anything else, you can double your move.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll step up.
Okay. Me. So, where does this...
You, wouldn't it be Mark?
It is. It is Bullet Train.
And now we wait. Oh, he's back.
I assume it's my turn.
It is, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to move directly behind it. And we will attempt to stab it in the hindquarters.
Okay.
As soon as we find our... Maybe an 11 on the Wakazachi? I don't know. Is it this thing is huge? Is a 4 enough to hit?
No, it's not going to be, but the 11 does hit.
Okay. So rolling damage on that. Wow.
Oh, wait a minute.
9. Oh.
Oh, no, that hits.
Okay.
So a 9.
Yeah.
You make contact with its skin,
and it slides right off.
What it just slides right off. You didn't even scratch the paint.
Got it. I will think on this, and that's my turn.
And he's the exact opposite of the last fight you had. It was very solid, the contact you made.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So
Does it look like a creature, or does it look like a demon or some kind of devil?
why don't you guys just make a common knowledge roll?
Oh, my shoes. Oh, I might actually know something.
Oh.
Yeah, all three of you recognize this.
Oh, okay.
You have seen it used by people as a mount. It's actually called a hang dog. One word, hang dog. And they're fierce. They're you realize that this is you might even be a little worried. Yeah, this is something. They look goofy, but they're a heck of a deal.
But just a regular monster.
Just a regular critter. There's nothing mystic or and matter of fact, you can guess that probably what Maligant was trying to do was he was trying to get himself a fancy mount. Is assuming that this is what he wanted to come through. That's what you would assume. It's that maybe he was trying to bring this through to be his mount. Now, it's anybody's guess about whether he was going to try to kill it and reanimate it or ride it this way. But anyway. Okay. It moved, and it's going to take a swipe at Sveta.
All right.
Don't forget,
And
it's -4 for every attack.
yes, sir.
Yep.
What's your parry, Sveta?
9.
As it moves to try to kind of get away and get its bearings, it kind of loses its balance a little, and one foot slides off the edge there, and you see it's trying to get its bearing as one foot's falling off the platform here, and all of you are going to have a +2 to attack next round or after this.
Nice.
So Arthur's going to run up to its side here and attack. Hitting. And you see his mace just bang right off it. Doesn't seem to have done any damage. And I will redeal. Sveta.
One second. I got a question.
Oris yells, "Wait!"
Wait.
Yes.
Wait for what?
Wait.
All right, I'll wait. Can I hold my turn?
You can hold your turn.
Okay.
All right.
Bullet train. Yeah, Oris sheathes his weapons and will attempt to jump onto the mount.
All right. Agility roll.
Yes, sir. I'll use my last penny. Oh, I can't do it in the broadcast window. I have to actually click and roll 20. All right, I have no more bennies. Come on, agility roll. That's better.
No, Chris.
Okay.
I was like, 10's a no?
Yeah, no, Chris. To Chris, that only does that when you're doing what I described it did when we talked about it.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
my understanding was I could attack with it too, but I guess I'll just have to attack with it
Well, you have 3 hammers, right?
Yes.
Yes, you attack with all 3 hammers.
Okay.
But no, it's not a free attack.
Right. So like I would have the -2 for the ambidextrous, and then what, another -2, or
No, it'll just be -2.
okay, I'm okay with it.
But give me just a second.
Yep.
Because I got to read something because I didn't expect this.
Oh, him jumping on its back.
Yeah, just a second. Let me read.
And I'm sure you know this, but the goal is to use my writing skill to.
Yeah, I'm expecting it. That's why I'm reading here.
Got it.
To tame it.
Yep.
Yeah. Shh.
I'm waiting for like the rodeo.
All right, make a ride roll.
Yep. You can take the Cossack or the horse away from the Cossack, but you cannot take the Cossack out of the horse. No, that's not right. I'll figure it out later.
And that's why he was in prison.
Right. 19.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the John face for. Oh man, I did not see this coming.
I did not see this coming. So
I love it when a plan comes together.
Amazingly planned.
The hangdog kind of just freezes for a moment, and you see it get like this weird look on its face, and it said, "You called? You ride?" And he's kind of looking back over his shoulder up at Mark.
And Shinkansen's nodding his head vigorously. Yes.
When is it my turn? Because I have the gun ready for my next shot.
It says okay, and just stands there calm.
And he'll pet it. He'll pet it. And then he'll make the double hand motion to everybody else. It's okay. He's okay.
Arthur is just standing there with the mace, kind of looking at it like, all right. And Zitich?
Are the zombies still moving about on the other side of the...
They crumpled to the floor.
They're all dead.
Okay. I will look worried as I move out, holding the pistol still, or holding the rifle still up, and will move around cautiously, seeing if the wizard took over the body of my friend who is riding this strange creature. Yeah, I'm done.
I had my hand in my satchel getting ready, but I'm just gonna back my hand out and still be cautious about what's going on.
So you're holding two of the hammers?
No, I haven't pulled them out yet.
Okay, none of them. Okay.
No.
All right.
Sorry, John. that's a DM face.
This is a hilarious outcome.
Sorry. I know that face because I've ran Mark in several games.
I pet him and I say, name?
Droll Mothun.
Writing. Hold on one minute.
I spelled it for you.
Oh, thank you so much. I was really close. Just had an extra L. Dromothun, these are friends, and I point to each one of them. And I say, good. And
This is terrible.
this is terrible?
This is terrible.
How long is the creature here before the rift sucks it back? You know, like it happens all the time.
Wouldn't be the first time
Right.
my character got sucked through a rift like that.
Again, it's why he was in prison.
Yeah. No, I was very clear about the rift closing before. So
yeah, you were.
and the crystals all shattering and yeah.
Other warlords are going to is yeah, so
This became the legend of Shinkansen and his amazing, this amazing creature that just dominates the world.
no, he's just misunderstood. I think I broke John. I'm so sorry, John.
I was expecting this giant epic fight, and
well, as soon as you said it was a mount, I'm like,
Yeah.
I mean, I am a Cossack.
So there you go.
I am a Cossack.
Yeah, no, you're right. No. Did you look at your bennies, by the way?
I did not. Oh, thank you. I got a Benny for breaking the DM. Yay.
It was too epic not to give you a Benny for that. All right. Well, the ley lines have gone back to where they were. The rift is closed. These crystals are shattered. And there's these torn robes with goo underneath them. The zombies have collapsed. The room is filled with bodies, dead bodies. So what are you guys going to do?
Zetich, is there anything in those robes you can use?
Maybe not the robes, but I would like to look at some of those items.
What about the staff?
That's kind of what I mean. And I'm going to go over and take a closer look at the items that I saw on the picture that you showed us. The green wand, the staff, the necklaces. Oh, something else drops out of the portal?
No. No.
So it seems that Teach performs some kind of, it's almost like he's performing a rite or a strange ritual. He is taking part of the jewelry that was worn by the spellcaster, the evil spellcaster, and hanging it from part of his heavy armor so that it dangles. He's also taking strips of cloth and winding it into it, like almost like a tabard that he wears as like a larger loincloth on over his armor. He's got like almost like a poncho that's made of strips of different colors. Right. And you're starting to get the idea that these strips came from other spellcasters.
Okay.
He's going to definitely look at some of these items.
Okay, so let's go through the items. The first thing you notice is the staff, and it's not got a dragon S thing. It is a staff with a large skull on it. So you pick that up, and it grew and kind of shrank with him, and so it is. The skull is if you hold the staff with the bottom of the staff on the ground, the skull is pretty much even with your head.
And is it the size of a human skull?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
Well,
But
at
it
least no one will
seems,
mistake it for evil.
but it seems,
Could have been worse. He could have said, "Yes, a human skull, a child's human skull."
it, it it looks like it's made out of a ceramic kind of material. I mean, it's got that feel to it and that glossy look to it. So yes, it looks like a human skull, but it doesn't have like a bone appearance or a bone feel to it.
Okay.
it's a tofu skull.
It's a tofu plus
Uh,
2 filling.
does he have any of the other wands or?
Yes. So there's the what looks like a bone wand with the red cloth tied around one end.
Mm-hmm.
There's that. There is another wand that looks like it's kind of made out of kind of some corroded metal, and the center ball and the twisty part that comes out the front, it looks like it's made out of a jade material, but it feels heavy, like it's metallic, even
And
though it
that's like a
looks.
jade rod.
Yes.
Okay. Does it look like these?
And there's one other wand.
Okay.
There's 2 of them in that kind of wand case he has.
Uh-huh.
So there's also the wand case. And the other one, it just looks like a, I was going to say a 12-year-old. Yeah, maybe a 12-year-old. Looks like a 12-year-old whittled it out of a straight stick.
Okay. Let me read this back to you. Okay, I have a skull staff,
Mm-hmm.
bone wand with red cloth, metal wand, jade rod, wand case, and crappy whittled throwing stick.
Well, it looks like a wood wand.
Oh, it looks like a wand. Okay.
Yeah, but it looks like it was whittled by a.
I thought you were
12-year-old.
just describing like a stick he was going to use with this mount. Here you go, boy. Here you go. You want it? You want it? Here you
Yeah, it looks like. Oh, yeah, it looks like it could be that too. Who knows?
go. Okay. Do any of these look like they contain power or have a specific use, or maybe? Okay.
One more thing.
Yes.
There is a green lens. You can see it below his bag there.
Okay.
Kind of looks like a lens.
Okay.
Now, don't you have a detect? One of your spells is a detect spells, right? You have like detect magic or.
Yeah, it's actually as like a. I can spend a PowerPoint and use it like a spell ability.
Okay.
Let me try and save him the trouble on one of those. Zatich, can I see that that metal wand?
Sure. And I'll hand over the metal wand.
John, can I appraise that and sense the magic in it?
Yeah, that's one of your things, right?
Now,
Not
not officially, but seeing how I'm like just
now
by nature.
appraising. You can appraise metal. You can tell metal, but as far as
But I also deal with magic and weapons.
yeah, in weapons. This is not a sword. It's not a dagger. It's wand shape.
It's a mystical
Fair
lead
enough.
pipe.
So, but what you can tell is you are good at, everything there is to know about metal. And it feels heavy like it's metal. So the weight, and kind of the heft of it. It feels metal, and you see how it's kind of what would you? It's almost like a triangle, except the top kind of bows out. Do you see that?
Nice, Mark.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's metal. That's
Okay.
funny. That's metal. But it looks like it's corroded. And
I can do
and it looks
that.
like maybe it's iron. So it's like this iron piece on jade, but the jade again feels heavy. But other than knowing that metal on the top is steel, you don't know much.
But it's corroded.
It looks corroded, yes.
All right. So I reach into my satchel and pull out what you guys see is a golden hammer, and
So you're going to bang on a magic wand.
I am, but well, I can renew it? Couldn't I?
You know from what you know about magic weapons, you know that your just a second. Why isn't this working? Did you change your name?
No.
Why can't oh, because it's
/W space.
Yeah. I was typing test T. Forgot what. Golly. There you go.
Okay, then retcon that. I can't do anything with it. Except maybe tell him what metal it's made of and hand it back to him.
Do
Which
that.
is more information than I had.
So, are you going to spend a PowerPoint?
I am.
Dan?
Yes.
Okay. So, give me a type.
Of what?
Hanged. Just a second. Okay. Go ahead.
A notice?
No. Make your arcane roll.
Okay. So cast.
Yeah, you're fine. You even have a raise. Okay. Yeah, you have a raise.
Thank
So
you.
it's up to you on how you want. Yeah. It's up to you on how you want to go about doing this. But it's essentially like detect magic type. So it's or not type, but it's like a type of detect magic. So I can tell if it I mean,
Is
if
there a
given
page
time,
number for what you're doing?
not there. I'm using detect, which is 158, 160 on PDF, and it's mostly used for detecting enchantments, people, items, weird science, weird science, and that kind of stuff.
Elastic tubes and pots and pans.
There
Yeah.
we go. That's what I wanted to know. Okay.
and the magic.
But I mean, it really depends on what you want us to do with this information. If you want me to have these as items I can use in charge or hand off, then great. If you want them to be items that are useless to me, also great. If you want them to be items I figure out how to work with and then hand off to the boys here, that works too. He is furiously typing away.
He is.
Is this an experimenting thing?
So it's going to be a research thing.
Okay.
So whenever you rest and you're gathering PowerPoints, I'm going to assume that you're researching and you're looking and you're extending your magical powers into the device and becoming one with the device. You're out with this.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
I think I'm missing one. The metal.
That's the jade one.
Oh. Okay. I thought
Look,
that was
jade feels like metal.
Yeah.
It does have the iron bits right at the top if you look at the picture.
Yep.
Mm.
Matter of fact, I think I can do this. Yeah, this right. Each metal bits form a triangle, except they kind of squirt away from each other here at the top. So this